1,000 Tombs of Amascut or Tumeken Shadow, whichever comes first. Oh my god, guys. Someone help me. Loki's making me make the intro for the 16th time. In last video, my only friend got kidnapped by a white rabbit. What if he comes for me next? What am I gonna do?
Loki, I can protect you from the white rabbits. The white rabbits and I are one of the same. Maintaining a physical presence requires a lot of energy, so I have to keep this short. There is a key to unlock the safety of your friends.
Whoa. Well, I feel a little safer now that he said that he can protect me, but how am I supposed to save my friend? He didn't even tell me where the key was. Maybe the key itself was somehow encoded into his message? How's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. We are here at the Tombs of Amascut, finishing up where we left off at the end of the last video, 284 KC. Raid level is now 325, which is a recent boost from where we did the last 100 raids at raid level 315, and with higher raid level comes more purples. So in this video, we're going to work on getting our invocation level as high as we can, and learning how to do higher invocation raids in doing so, and I've got my eyes fixated on raid level 350. Before we actually get started though, I have something kind of important to take care of. Alrighty guys, I think the time has officially come for the Sanguine Ornament Kit to exit our life. I'm gonna have to revamp the inventory a little bit to do these harder invocation raids, and there's really just not enough space for this thing anymore, so we held on to it for as long as we could. I didn't even really get to flex it or use it anywhere outside of the Theater of Blood, but we still got the collection log slot, of course, and you know, if we want to go back and get it someday, it's not like it's impossible to get another one. So I don't even know what to do. Let's see. Empty. Whoa, shit. Okay, 200,000 blood runes now. I guess those just drop to the ground. Fill the Vire Well. Yeah, we're gonna put all 702 vials of blood and 200,010 blood runes into the Vire Well. All right, the scythe is now uncharged. We can dismantle it. Yeah, there it is. The Sanguine Ornament Kit in the Scythe of Vitter uncharged. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Sanguine Kit, dude. It's a monumental moment on the accounts. Is this really the right choice, man? I think it is, dude. I think it just is. Unfortunately, in the UIM game mode, the restrictions do tend to compound on themselves, and I can't even enjoy the simple pleasure of an ornament kit. So with that, I can now put the Scythe of Vitter uncharged into the looting bag, if I'm not mistaken. Never done that before. There it is. And yeah, the deed has been done. Our new setup contains a BGS and also the tacits. It should be easier to help me with all the switches you have to do at AK, now that I've got a leg switch for each combat style, whereas before I only had one leg switch and it kind of would screw everything up after a couple switches. But yeah, it should be pretty good now. Shout out to Shortagal, who helped me designate each individual item to each individual inventory space to make switches a whole lot easier. I literally don't know how to think about that, so luckily we can get by with a little help from our friends. Yeah, I'm really pumped to use this inventory, so let's fucking go. Wow, I've turned Ancient Haste off, which slows this phase down a lot. I've never not had this on. This is so freaking slow. I've never seen how slow this is. Holy shit. Yeah, I never knew how much of an impact Ancient Haste had until right now. That's fucking crazy. Also, we kind of barely scraped through the raid by the skin of our teeth, so it's not a super comfy situation we're in here. Hopefully I'll get more comfortable though, as I just get used to the higher difficulty raids, but I really ideally want to get to the point where I'm doing the raids while I'm operating on low capacity, like I was at the raid level 315s without all these extra gear switches and everything. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hey, our max hit is still 44, even though we dropped the Nezi. I forgot to say that, but we're not bringing the Nezi anymore. But since we're bringing the tacits, I guess we still retain our max hit of 44 with the DDS. It's a really good sign. Perfect, man. Yeah, that's really nice to see. I'm also going to be BGS speccing here. Hey, we missed. All right. Well, apparently it's good to BGS spec on the Warden and Baba and Zebek. So we'll be doing that. I forgot to BGS the Obelisk as well, but that's something that we could do next time. I guess it's also worth to BGS spec at this phase 2, beginning of phase 4. All of the defense modifiers that all the bosses get from all the invocations actually do their modifying after considering defense draining special attacks like the BGS. So it has a compounding gain when you reduce their defense. So I guess that's just going to be a good thing to be doing here. But there's the raid completed. 285 KC, raid level 325. the no purple. Hey, some dragon stones. That's pretty nice. Also, since we're doing walk the path now, we're gonna get even more chance at a purple. We only dealt 11,700 damage. I would have thought it would have been over 12,000. Oh, hey, I just woke up here. Looks like we've got a brand new poll blog. Hey, the first changes from poll 77. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick here. No, I can't believe it. They changed the Artie Cape fairy ring tree layout. Wow. You used to have to run all the way around here, and now I guess you can just go through here. That makes the Artie Cape like way more valuable, right? Because you use this like fairy ring like hundreds and hundreds, maybe even like 1,000 or 2 times by the time you get like a POH fairy ring or quest cape or whatever. Jar of Darkness strap ray is reduced to 1 in 200 from 1 in 2,500, so Verf is in the clear. 1 in 64 chance to get a stale baguette from the sandwich lady. Pretty awesome. Ooh, you can store your mining gloves in the POH armor case. That's pretty cool. We might have to go for those someday. And that's it for the poll 77 changes. No combat achievement reward expansion for increased pest control points, which means I guess we'll be mining amethyst for our next few videos instead of doing AFK pest control. That is okay. Yeah, so I didn't quite say this very clearly last night, but the reason we have the tacits is because they kind of function as like a placeholder switch. For mage, rage, and melee, we now have a top and bottom switch, as well as an amulet and weapon switch. No helmet switch because we're just camping the Masori mask. But without the tacits, everything I said is just true, except we don't have a melee leg switch, and it kind of screws up the whole inventory like pretty consistently, especially on Akka when we're switching all combat styles like multiple times. So yeah, even if I didn't have tacits, I'd probably just bring like, I don't know, maybe the 3rd age plate legs or something. Maybe even like the elite void bottoms because they give a nice prayer bonus. My cat is freaking out. But yeah, I just wanted to make that crystal clear. When the Akka is raid level 2, the memory puzzle thing goes from 4 to 5, and I just got hit by it because I am used to doing 4, so it'll require me to think before moving from now on. And as a typical RuneScaper, I generally don't like to think. This is our 3rd or 4th crocodile boss, where we've been doing it with smelling salts. I still haven't found out what our max hit is because we haven't hit it yet, so my eyes are peeled for that little orange hitbox. I'm pretty curious about that. All right, so this time we are going to BGS the obelisk. We missed. I guess we'll just do it again. And we missed. In the Iron Man Discord, this guy named So Iron Bruh, I guess, figured out the rates for what you want to be doing with the BGS. Basically, every boss can be drained by 20 defense levels, except the Obelisk can be drained by 40, Warden P3 can be drained by 30, and Warden P4 can be drained by 60. So essentially, you just want to be hitting those numbers. And according to the wiki, stat reducing effects are limited to 30% effectiveness, so that kind of translates to what I just said a second ago. Lots of math and fancy words for you, but suffice it to say, the BGS is a good thing to have here. Also, I'm not sure why I'm making so many clips. I think it's because I had caffeine and I don't know, that happens. But like, I tend to notice when I'm commentating clips where I'm sort of in like a high stakes situation like this, I guess, the sort of personality of the clips becomes a little sterile because I'm just like focused on not dying. And I generally like to be pretty articulate with the words that I'm using. And it's kind of hard for me to do that when I'm focusing so hard on something. And so what ends up happening is that I get maybe a little frustrated that I'm like speaking not as articulately as I'd like because I don't feel like that reflects myself that well. And then, yeah, I sort of allow that to consume me. I think it comes down to control. I don't have control over my content anymore in those situations because I'm sort of possessed by my emotions. And so the content I'm making isn't the content that I would make when I'm not possessed by some sort of thing. So yeah, just felt like saying that for some reason. So yeah. Are you kidding me? That was fucking stupid. No clue what the hell just happened, but I think we have enough supplies to run that back. Yeah, we should be good if we like play perfectly. All right, well, that was a bit of a scuffed raid. 286 KC. For the no purple. Nice little 100k for the people out here bank standing. Also, I guess I'll just show this really quick. For those of you who haven't seen it, the way that the raid levels affect each boss, which is something that I'm going to have to contend with now. Basically, raid level 1 is 8% increased damage HP. Raid level 2 is where things get a little tricky. Each boss has their own unique things that happen at raid level 2. So like we said, on Akka, the memory phase goes from 4 to 5. But yeah, every unique attack essentially gets like additional traits at raid level 2. Raid level 3 is the same across the board, plus 18% damage HP. Raid level 4 and up is not something we're going to have to do with Walk the Path, but that just increases their unique traits once more. And then raid level 5 and raid level 6 just give it a bunch of damage and HP. So yeah, nothing too crazy or anything. This Tombs of Amascut channel in the Ironscape Discord is really nice. I get a lot of good information from here. As a fatty XP drop. Hey, there's our max hit. Our max hit is 71 on Zebek, which is pretty good. Pretty sure it was 65 before, so we got a +6 to our max hit. I would have thought it was more. Everyone was saying it was like a +7 or something. Maybe if we have like Missouri and Amethyst arrows, it's a +7 or 8. I'm still happy with that though. All right, that raid was pretty clean. No errors as far as I can tell. 287 KC. No purple. Hey. Toad flax seeds, dragon dart tips, and some rubies for the bank standers. You love to see it. The only thing about starting Baba that's kind of annoying is that I just like ran all the way here from the Ferrex Enclave, which means I'm all out of run energy. So this room you kind of want run energy. Whereas if you're starting the crocodile room, it'll actually restore your run energy to fill up those little casket things with water. So I guess we'll just have to deal with this, and I don't like that. So to ensure we get the 2 down, like I mentioned, we delay the spec. Once this gets to 67.5 of spec, that's when it's safe to trigger the second down. It'll always regen enough spec in that time, and we need 7 specs. So yeah, oftentimes if we get like poor DPS, we don't even have to delay it, which is fine, you know. But yeah, just wanted to make a little note there. All right, another successful raid, 288 KC. No purple. Hey, a Blood Essence Sereners. That's pretty nice. We also got like 2 brews and 2 restores left after that raid. That means we aren't using that many supplies, which means we are doing good. I started bringing in an extra brew and restore to accommodate the harder difficulty, but I think I might just go back to bringing 3 of each instead. It's just super nice to know that we're doing the thing right, and it's already starting to get pretty comfy. So yeah. Oh hey, I usually like to acknowledge the depletion of our noted potion stacks every 1,000 potions or so. So I guess I didn't notice it until right now, but we are now below 4,000 2-dose Sardam and brews. So that's worth a clip, I guess. All right, another clean raid, my friends. 290 KC. No purple. Hey, some toad flax. That's pretty nice. Also, we got coins right there. Supposedly, the way you can tell how many points you got in the raid, like the hidden amount of points that you get, similar to the Chambers of Xeric points, is how many coins you get. So if you look at the damage here, 11,527. If you multiply that by 2, it's 23,000. So roughly the same value in terms of the amount of coins we got. It's not like a perfect measurement, but you can use the coins to gauge how many personal points you get for the raid. And yeah, I'm actually looking at the wiki on this. The reason coins are the best way to figure out how many points you got in the raid is because their divisor value is actually 1. So whatever amount of coins you get, that's exactly how many points you earned in the raid. And the amount of points you earn is directly proportional to your purple drop rate. All right, another raid, 291 KC. Oh, oh yes, dude. Yes. All right, that is fucking sexy. Been grinding this shit all day, man. We're really happy to see that. Last purple was 265 KC. It was a ward. Come on, Missouri body. I don't want the staff. Give me the Missouri body. Please just give it to me right here. Give it to me right here, man. Well, I guess that's pretty good. Ooh, the elite clue as well. As Mumton's Fang. Yeah, what are those worth now? Like 60 mil or something? Yeah, 63 mil. Definitely cannot be mad about that, man. Yeah, at this point, like, this place should theoretically just be like a GP printing machine, considering we just drop everything that's a duplicate, which is nearly everything at this point. That is our 4th Fang. We sold our first Fang for 250 mil, second Fang for 150 mil. Third one, I'm not sure. It might have been like 70 mil. And then this one for 60 mil, it's 500 mil for free just from this one item. We also got like 100 mil from the light bearers and the wards and everything. So yeah, that is pretty nice. Alrighty, nice little 3-bill risk here. Use Mumton's Fang, going over to the bond alt. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. So we'll just dump it in, see what we can get. Hey, 62 mil. It's a beautiful sight. We're also almost done buying our 3 million blood runes, which is a 600 mil investment in blood runes. And yeah, I'm not sure why I thought I sold 4 fangs when I've only gotten 4 fangs, because obviously we're keeping one, but we've made 486 mil so far just off the fangs. And since we sold our first ring for 48 mil and our second one for 8 mil, that's 56 mil off the rings and 12 mil because we only sold 1 ward so far. So that's a total of 554 mil GP that we've profited so far from the Tombs of Amascut duplicates. At this point, I'm just happy with whatever we get. Hey, there is the casket. What do we get? All right. Another master clue. I guess let's go see if we can do that. Ah, yes. Everyone's favorite thing. Follow the bard. I haven't been to this guy since I've gotten the Missouri mask, but I'm gonna try to use it on him if he asks for the Armadillo helm, because my helm is even better than that one. I didn't know he could ask for Barrow's gloves. That's pretty nice. Hey, damn, that's fucking sick. All right, back to back master caskets. This is one of my favorite things to do in old school RuneScape is open these things up. So let's see if we can get something good. 3, 2, 1, go. What? 3-toothed half of key. What the fuck, man? How is that even possible? I'm really confused about that, actually. Yeah, we just rolled the same item 3 times. Each one of those is a 1 in 60, according to the RuneScape wiki. So I guess that would be a 1 in 216,000 chance to get 3 tooth havoc keys. Not that that's like special or anything. That's just really weird. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Yeah, okay, I think I'm just gonna move on now. That was fun. So let's go back to the place and do the thing. Getting a little better at the 2-tick Baba method. For the most part, I think I just want to have it in my toolkit for something to whip out if we're ever like, I don't know, low HP or something we need to not take any damage, but it is overall less DPS because you have to lose a tick to stay in the cycle. It's a 6-tick cycle with a 5-tick weapon, so I don't want to be in a position where I have to rely on it, especially where times like now where I've got the baboon spawned. They're going to keep attacking me, so if I'm like not pushing this to the next phase, they're going to be attacking me for longer, and I guess I probably want to be avoiding that, right? That might be the first time I ever didn't use a single supply on Baba though, so that's definitely a nice thing to see. Yeah, I forgot to mention when like our crocodile is level 2, for example, the phantom version will also be level 2, so he's firing a bit faster than I'm used to, but it's fine. It's not like too fast or anything. But yeah, I'm just noting that because that is something to note, I guess. Anyway, yeah, there's 292 KC. Can we get the first back-to-back on the series? No back-to-back. If I call the back-to-back every single time we're eligible to call it, then I can gloat about how smart I am that I called it. But anyway, there's the Rainer seeds. Some emeralds, some white lilies for the bank standards. Alrighty, I am feeling so comfy that I am gonna up the raid level. I think we'll just do 335 now. That seems pretty reasonable. We'll just turn on Ancient Haste because I'm generally at like 3 or 4 doses of ambrosia at the end of every kill these days, so we definitely do not need that much healing. That means our drop rate for the purple is now 1 in 18.9, which is pretty damn sexy, dude. Hey guys, I just learned something pretty fun. So we're gonna run in with the BGS and we're gonna BGS spec the boss. Although some people might tell you not to do that because Kefri has 250 slash defense, which means the BGS is really inaccurate. And you might say, but Loki, why don't you just set it to crush? Then you'll never have that problem again. To which the answer is you can't change the attack style for a spec. That is the thing that I learned. So the BGS will always spec using the slash attack style. I don't know why, but I learned that today. So same thing with the claws. The claws are always a slash. And if you go in the wiki, you can actually see like the claws always roll on the enemy's slash defense. And even like the dragon dagger always rolls on the enemy's slash defense, even though stab is way more accurate for the dragon dagger. So I guess you're actually losing accuracy because you're rolling on their slash defense and not their stab defense. Okay, now I don't know if I understand this anymore. Are you still using the accuracy bonus for stab even though you're rolling on the enemy's slash defense, or does that change your attack style to slash with the dragon dagger even though slash is less accurate than stab? Okay, someone needs to explain this to me now because I thought I learned something and now all I've learned is that I don't know anything at all. So I guess that's a good thing to learn. Also, we're on raid level 345 now, so yeah, I decided to up it one more notch and we turned on aerial assault to get that. All right, pretty clean raid, 295 KC. First raid of the day. Can we get some stuff? Holy fucking shit, you guys. Oh my god. How is this happening? Dude, I was not expecting to get that. I just spent like an hour and a half dying and dying and dying. First raid of the day. 4 KC from the last purple, dude. Holy shit. I really want the Missouri body, dude. Please give me the Missouri body. It's time. It is time, dude. 295 KC, please, 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 please. Whoa, I just got a surge that rushed through my body. I thought that was the staff for a sec, but there is another Asmumton's Fang, dude. If there's anything to get that's not the body or the staff, it's the Fang. Fucking hell yeah, that's beautiful. So, can't be mad about that one. Yeah, that's 130 mil in 4 raids, so... Yeah, it feels so good grinding these high invocation raids, man. It's like, it's kind of actually invigorated me. Like, I've been feeling the yearn to play much more since I started the high invocation raids. In some sense, I've become captured by the desire to play more so than the low invocation raids, and it's a really good feeling. So it feels amazing to be rewarded for our efforts, of course. The 3 bill risk never gets old. I know this clip was probably like 2 clips ago for you guys, but I'm gonna do it again. Dump the Fang on the market, 62.6 mil, a beautiful sight to behold. All right, another raid, 296 KC. Can we get the back-to-back? First back-to-back of the series? Never back-to-back. One day we'll get that. One day. Hey, some stuff. That's pretty nice. Our first ever 12,000 damage dealt raid too at raid level 345. You'll love to see it. All right, dude. Honestly, I think it's time we just kind of start sending these, so I'm gonna turn on the last one here, Upset Stomach, which will put us at raid level 360. Never done this before. I don't really know what else I'd even turn on, to be honest. I guess Need Some Help would be the next one. That'd get us to 375. And then I guess Hardcore Run would give us another 10, but I kind of like being able to die in there. But yeah, I mean, look at this. We had 2 brews and 2 restores left, so we only used 2 of each that raid. I think this is probably gonna be pretty fine. And I used the calculator on the wiki. This is a 1 in 16 chance for a purple, so it's just fucking beautiful. So I love to see that. The only part of the raid that I don't like anymore is the monkey path. I'm just so used to doing this with the smelling salts, and it's like so easy. Plus we have to leave like prayer on the whole time. Usually we have like pray melee on, which usually will take like a whole restore, so it's kind of a big chunk of our supplies that get used during the whole raid. It's just this room. Obviously, as we increase the raid level, these monkeys just get harder to kill. I feel like the raid level has just been like so low that I never really had to like actually work out how to solve every room, and now that the raid levels are getting higher and higher, I'm having to actually like interact with the content more, so I'm like learning a lot more stuff. All right, we learned something new here. Raid level 360, we need 70 DS specs to get the 2 down, so we got to do the spec delay even with 2 BGS hits on the first and second down. All right, well, raid level 360 completed, the highest raid level I've ever done. We still got the sub 40-minute time, 297 KC. No purple. 10 Torstals. You love to see it. All right, so we're really pushing our comfort zone here with the Baba Redix method. If we miss any of these, we basically just die. It's like a tick perfect method. Oof, okay. I think generally that's the sign that we're comfortable enough to do that when we're in a position where if we fail, then we'll die. That was a 4-minute Baba, pretty bad because we were doing a lot of red clicking, which is just slower DPS like I mentioned. So usually like a 3-minute Baba is pretty standard, I guess. Alrighty, friends. 300 kill count at the Tombs of Amascut expert mode. If we get the Tumeken Shadow, then the series is over. No Tumeken Shadow, so the series will go on. 24 KGP, it's a beautiful sight. Yeah, that looks super nice in the chat box. We've gotten 4 purples in the last 40 KC, so 2 fangs and 2 wards if I'm not mistaken. There might have been a ring in there, I don't remember. But I guess when it rains, it pours, man. So I guess with that, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Massive shout out to the YouTube members. At the silver tier, we've got Chester, Thornforge, Brendan, Christian, Toasty the Wizard, Steinhardt, Daniel P, Austin J, Nihilism Rip, Trogothor, Chicken Noodles, Gangplank Main, JBT, Buchan, Hunter D, I Cook, CV412, Petit Poulet, and our newest member, Benjamin H. For the gold tier, we've got Like a Wolf, Iea, Misks, David Boone, Kill a Queen, Roberts, Obtainable Beer, Lol I'm Bad, Scrambow, Verdant Lee, and One with Everything Bagel. If you'd like to join the list of members supporting the continued production of the channel, feel free to get started by clicking the join button right next to the sub button underneath the video. Otherwise, cheers guys, see you in the next one.